Imagine training in the best facilities, perfectly cut grass, gyms with every piece of equipment. It's everything you ever wanted. You would improve so fast. But that's not reality. And maybe sometimes you use that as an excuse. I don't have a pitch to train at, so there's no point. But this is all so wrong. There's a way in which you can train like a pro footballer at home. And by watching this video, you can use training at home as a gateway to being scouted and eventually being given opportunities to train in professional environments and getting scouted to a pro academy. So let's begin. Step 1. Your training. The reality is there is a lot of things that you can't do, shooting, big passes, and running. But this is no excuse. One of the best ways to stand out as a young footballer is through your technical ability. And thankfully, this is something that you can train at home. You can do this anywhere, in your garden, on the street, or even just inside. Here, you should do ball mastery drills, like the U-shaped cone drill, as well as the full square motion sole rolls, making sure you go both directions with this one. If you're doing this inside, make sure that you clear a big space so you actually have enough room to take a bad touch and not damage anything. Try to be light on your feet here, on your toes. Start by learning the pattern of the movement and then increasing speed and trying to perform it as smoothly as possible. This will help you build a good relationship with the ball so it glues to your feet. So then when you enter a real game, your first touch is better as well as all of your touches. You should do each drill for 1 to 2 minutes straight. The ball is your best friend, so just by getting comfortable on it, you'll improve so much. For the next drill, you should do wall passing. Not necessarily using a wall outside your house, but even inside your house, using your bed frame or another prop indoors. As you can see here, I'm using a wall in my room, and this works perfectly fine. Just make sure that you're using a prop that won't be damaged by you actually passing the ball into it. Of course, obviously, being outside will be better here because you have more room to move about and kind of be more creative with your passes, but you can still improve loads just by simply doing this inside in a tiny space. Here, you should do at least 50 passes, prioritizing using different parts of your foot, like the outside of your foot, as well as the laces and the classic inside foot. Passing is a key element of becoming a pro footballer, and this will directly train that, as well as your coordination and improving your weak foot. For the next drill, it's going to require a little bit more space. It's something that I used to do after training when I wanted to get a little bit more work in and keep improving, whilst also not having the time to go out and do a full session on the pitch. It's creative dribbling. Just simply run up and down your road or your pavement, taking as many touches as you can, even passing against the curb to really mimic playing a 1-2 in game. Do anything that comes naturally to you. And by doing this, you'll get thousands of touches on the ball in loads of unique positions while also being creative, which will directly help you get into the flow state in real game. You may not be able to do this drill on your road because maybe you live on a busy road, but please have a long, hard think about where you could actually do this drill. Maybe there's an alleyway nearby you, or maybe there's somewhere within the school, or maybe there's just a quiet road nearby you. Please have a think, because this drill is going to really solidify your technical ability and make you a more complete footballer who's not only better, but also confident getting on the ball. A lot of players don't trust their ability, so they just get the ball and they want to get rid of it as quick as possible, so they make a quick pass or they'll just hoof it away. But by practicing a drill like this, you'll become that confident player who dominates games, just wants to get on the ball and actually makes things happen. Very quickly, I just want to mention that I help players like yourself get into the pro academy level through my training system. So if you enjoy my YouTube videos and you're improving from them, then just imagine how much you'd improve from actually being inside my program. It's only for serious footballers though, so if that sounds like you, click the top link in the description and let me help you get signed to the pro academy level. Hope to see you inside. Step 2. One of the aspects of training like a pro footballer you can 100% replicate at home is your recovery work. People think you need fancy hot tubs and massage guns in order to recover like a pro, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is a lot of these tools that the pros are using help with a 0.00001%. So the reality is, it doesn't have any real dramatic effect on their recovery. But one thing they do have is the science. They know exactly how to eat, when to eat, and how to sleep, and everything else in between that. And this allows them to train every single day without getting injured, whilst feeling fresh and good on the pitch. Lucky for you, I know the environment, so let me tell you exactly what they do. Before every training, some light foam rolling and stretching and activation work. If you don't have a foam roller though, don't worry, you can literally use anything as a prop, something that's just hard basically, so, you know, like a titanium water bottle, or even just, you know, a rolling pin from your kitchen. So it's not like, you know, you don't need to pay money to use any of this kind of equipment. There's loads of alternatives that actually work. By doing these 3 things before you train, it's going to help you loosen off and you get all of that kind of aches out of your muscles so you feel good, and it's also going to promote blood flow to your muscles. And what this will do is it will mean when you go and take a sharp turn, or you go and take a really, you know, a nasty touch to bring the ball down, that's kind of, you know, putting your body in a position where it's not at its strongest, your muscles are less likely to tear because you have all of that blood flow into the legs and they're nice and warmed up. For after training, it's very simple. You just need to have an ice bath or hot bath, as well as doing a little bit more foam rolling on any muscles that feel particularly tight. And what this is going to do is just enhance the recovery process so you feel good the next day. As for diet, it's quite simple. You can replicate a pro footballer's diet very, very easily with just a couple simple rules. First, try to eat foods with fewer ingredients. As a rule, the fewer the ingredients, the healthier the food is actually going to be for you. Foods that have been altered from their natural state and have loads of flavoring and hundreds of additives inside of them are so obviously not going to be good for you. Processed food actually means that they add things into the food to either make it last longer or improve the taste. And it doesn't take a genius to work out that this is so obviously not going to help you become a professional athlete. So just check the ingredients of the food that you actually buy or your parents buy. So if you look on the back of the food and it's got the list of all the things that are in the food, and there's loads of like different words that you don't even understand the meaning of, or your parents don't understand the meaning of, then 99 times out of 100, it's not going to be good for you. So simply just avoid these foods. I know this can be hard and I'm not perfect myself and neither are the best of the best. So to add a little bit of balance into the mix, after you play a football game on the weekend, then you should have a cheat meal. So go and get a takeaway pizza or anything like this. And this will kind of just cure your vices, and it'll get to Monday and you'll be able to have that reset and you'll be raring to go to actually, eat healthy, grind football and actually just work hard. Because when you completely avoid all of this food and you just purely eat clean, yes, you're gonna feel physically good, but at the same time, mentally up here, you're probably gonna feel a bit of a burnout and you will have the desire to actually have unhealthy food. It's just natural. We're all addicted to sugar, so just once a week. Try to limit it to once a week and you will be on the right path. Foods like eggs, fresh fruit and meat should be consumed regularly throughout the day to ensure you're eating clean, as well as getting a consistent level of protein in so you actually build muscle. Before training, you want to optimally fuel yourself, so here you should have carbs, and that would be like pasta and rice, and again, just to have that constant protein source flowing through your body so you build enough muscle, you should have a bit of meat with this as well, preferably chicken because that's easier digested than if you were to have steak, for example. Now for sleep, this is the most important factor when it comes to recovery. Your body needs time to reset, to heal itself mentally and physically. So 8 to 9 hours of sleep is optimal, and getting yourself into bed before 10 p.m. Going to bed before midnight will actually help your circadian rhythm, which is basically your body's internal body clock that tells it when to be tired and when to actually feel awake. So here, if you actually go to bed before midnight, you're gonna help this, and effectively you're gonna have way more energy when you actually wake up, which will help you feel happier and of course physically reducing injuries. Step 3, football IQ and training without training. Reviewing games is something all pro footballers do, and it's literally the easiest way to learn from mistakes. Here, watching your own games is ideal, but if you can't do that, there'll be a website linked in the description where you can basically watch any pro football game. And pretty much here, what you want to do is watch a pro footballer who plays in your position or your favorite player and just analyze everything they do on the pitch. By doing this, you'll improve your football IQ, which will help you think quicker so you can actually perform actions faster on the pitch, making you a way more effective player as well as a more consistent one. Then once you've done that, I want you to close your eyes because you're about to train without training. Think about all the best moments you've had on the pitch, or that pro player that you were just watching. Think about all of their best moments. And now imagine yourself doing this in first person. And when you do this, you will genuinely feel your legs twitching, just, trying to move in that pattern of movement that you're actually imagining yourself do. And what this is called is visualization work. And basically your brain sends the same signals to your legs as it would if you were actually playing the real game. So if you imagine yourself doing a step over and scoring, you will quite literally become better at doing that in game simply by just imagining yourself doing it. This is something Ronaldo and loads of other pros actually do, so best believe that this will actually work for you. Step 4, strength training and muscle building. This actually doesn't require any fancy machinery that you see the pros using. Of course, that will help a little bit with the 1%, but the reality is you're not competing with the 1%. You're competing with other players your age who can't even be bothered to work out twice a week. That's the generation that we're living in. So here, no fancy equipment is actually required. To build a strong physique is actually quite simple. All you need to do is do press-ups, pull-ups, and squats. Just the best 3 bodyweight exercises. By doing these 3 exercises, you will hit most muscle groups on your body. So like I said before, sure, going to the gym and doing very specific exercises will help, but 99.9% of the benefits are going to come from just these 3 exercises. And if you don't have a pull-up bar, then you can get one online for like $5, but let's just say for the sake of the video that you can't get one. you can use another prop inside your house to actually do Australian pull-ups. And basically what they are is, this is normal pull-ups, and Australian pull-ups, you're kind of like leaning down. There'll be a video on screen of me doing it right now, and basically just use a prop and you can still get most of the benefits by just doing that variation of pull-ups. And here, of course, we are footballers, so you don't need to work out every single day or do any kind of Adama try or a split. All you need to do is just hit these 3 exercises for 3 sets at least twice per week. And the best times to do it is, of course, not the day before a game, but the best times to do it is after a game or midweek after a training session. Just 3 sets of those 3 exercises and you will see massive improvements in your strength, which will not only help you body players, but it will help you withstand other players' aggression on you. And that is exactly how you train like a pro footballer at home. But let's be honest, you clicked on this video because you dream of one thing: getting signed to a pro academy. And one of the most important pillars into getting signed to a pro academy is actually your training. So I'm glad that I've helped you with that today. But let's be honest, most players never make it, not because of a lack of opportunities or a lack of talent, but because they just don't have the right training system. They don't have the right plan or the right guidance. And that's exactly why I created the Pro Player Pathway, the complete system that will take you from whatever level you're at right now all the way to the Pro Academy level. Players have already signed pro through the program, and this isn't just a random collection of drills, it's a full step-by-step roadmap that will guarantee you make it. I've seen players go from being overlooked by managers to getting pro trials within just 90 days, because everything changes when you train with structure and purpose. So if you're a young footballer who's serious about making it, this is your moment. Don't wait until it's too late. Join the Pro Player Pathway today and start training to become the player that you want to be. Your dream is possible, but you've got to work for it, so let's make it happen. Join the Pro Player Pathway today and start your journey to becoming a pro footballer. I hope to see you inside, and I'll see you in the next one.